Good evening, everyone. Hello and welcome. I am War977, and welcome to T9 Gaming's first session of our Dungeons and Dragons campaign. In this session, our players, of who I am surrounded by, shall begin their escapade and adventure through the lands of the Sword Coast, in aid of a mutual acquaintance, Gundren Rockseeker. Our heroes will experience hardships, near-death experiences, tremendous adversary, and that is just in our first session. I am super excited to DM this game for our players and can't wait to see how they overcome the plethora of puzzles and thwart the dangers that lie ahead. Before we begin, let us listen in to our players as they describe their characters to us that will be partaking in this adventure.
Oh, I pray the wind shear, magnificent arch in my day, broken down in my wall. I once was youthful captain in one of the greatest militaries, conquering lands. Over my days, I have lost some of my dearest friends, my brothers in combat. And I'm proud to say that I will be along these fine travelers as we make our way.
Hello, everybody. So I am QB, and I will be playing the very shy and timid character Ambrose Lockhart, who is a troubled young adult who has gone through some very rough, hard times throughout his childhood and a very abruptly ending of his family line, which leaves him just full of rage and willing to just go doing anything for revenge. And so he is smart, so he knows he can't do it alone. So he has met up with a few fellow other adventurers gathered around me today, and he hopes that with their help and building a bond with them, he can set out and do what he was meant to do.
Hi, I'm Doom Jockey. I play the wonderful dwarvish fighter character named Finnish Magulin. I'm from the Magulin Mountain Dwarf family. I've followed the family traditions of blacksmithing, learning from his grandfather Clarence Magulin. Finnish strives to master the craft like his fathers before. In order to do this, Finnish has set out with great sword and smithing hammer in hand from his homeland in search of smithing secrets lost to the world to improve his trade and craft.
All right, hello everyone. I'm Steel Dragon, and I'll be playing Bruce Law, a human cleric. I left my hometown following the murder of my fiancée Diane. Made my way to Neverwinter, where I joined the Temple of Tyr, and aided the City Watch in investigations of other murders in an attempt to gain the skills necessary to track down my fiancée's murderer and bring them to justice. Um, During my time working with the City Watch, I was on a case very similar to her murder and managed to track them down, cornered them, and when they removed their mask, underneath was my fiance's face. So now I am on a quest for self-discovery to rediscover what it is I'm really looking for. Since is it justice? Not for myself anymore, but maybe for others.
All right. Hello, everyone. I am a human half-orc. I come from a background. We lived in the city, so I'm from a noble family. However, it was made public that I'm a bastard child, and my father actually died in the public shaming, so I somehow escaped alive. I grew up with a sword and wearing armor so that it could kind of help hide my identity. But when I became a teenager, I started to grow tiny tusks, and my mother noticed, and that brought upon my banishment from the city. So I am kind of new to being outside, and somehow stumbled upon this group.
All right, everyone. Thank you guys for showing up. joining me on this. There's no other better way to start a Dungeons and Dragons campaign than without a very, very good hook. So, you all begin off in the city of Neverwinter. A dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker asks you to bring a wagon load of provisions to the rough and tumble settlement of Fandelver, a couple of days' travel southeast of the city. It does not matter how you know Gundren, apart from the fact that he has given you each a task to do so. He was clearly excited, and more than a little secretive about his reasons for the trip. He told each of you that only he and his brothers had found something big, and that he'd pay you 10 gold pieces each for escorting his supplies safely to Barthen's Provisions, a trading post in Fandelver. He then set out ahead of you on horse, along with a warrior escort named Sildar Hallwinter, claiming he needed to arrive early to take care of business. You all have spent the last few days following the high road south from Neverwinter, and you've just recently veered east along the Triboar Trail. You've encountered no trouble so far, but this territory can be dangerous. Bandits and outlaws have been known to lurk along the trail. So where do we find you guys at?
Let's see here. You said we were on the Triboar Trail?
Yes, you guys have just veered off towards the Triboar Trail. Is there any kind of conversations happening amongst you all?
So, traveled often?
Well, a lot over the past couple of days. I've spent some time with each of you, but I don't know a whole lot about how you guys fight, if it comes down to that, how we'll cooperate and so forth. But I look forward to you guys watching my back.
I probably have talked too many ears off with all the blacksmith trade secrets. Just going over smithing technique. It's got to be perfect.
Well, you guys don't know much about me, but I think over the course of our adventure, maybe I'll start opening up once I gain people's trust. I've been kept in the dark most of my life, so please be patient with me.
Of course, Ambrose, you're in good hands with us. Fret not.
You and Kalindra, we need to break you out of your shells.
So as
Yeah.
you guys,
I'll be breaking some enemies with my greatsword.
Great sword pals. Very nice. I love it.
So-
We'll duel and spar for practice.
Oh, you wield a sword also?
Anytime.
Did you see mine? I kind of just like show everyone that it's a really nice sword.
Let's perceive it, shall we?
it's a nice
Just
looking
like
sword.
glisten.
Oh, okay.
Woo, it's a
Let's
nice
look
sword.
into it.
Aren't you amazed?
Oh.
Got her name and some glitter sparkles
Seems
on
like
it.
a
It's
good,
fine.
honest way to make some money
There you go.
doing this job.
So, in what order are you guys marching? You guys are driving a wagon. There are 2 ox. Is anyone holding the reins?
You're up to probably best if I trail out ahead. Yeah, if anybody has infections.
No, we'd
Not at all.
appreciate.
None here. I appreciate you taking the lead on this.
I don't mind that. I'm like, oh, I have a long sight. I have to path.
I'm no expert at animal handling, but I can drive a cart, so if you guys
Stay
don't
safe
mind.
out there.
So Bruce's
Might be
fault
perilous.
is driving. We've got Atreyu out in the open. Where's the other 3 of you guys? Are you guys just riding in the wagon? Are you walking alongside it?
I probably am either next to the driver or
Okay.
in the wagon.
Okay. And what about you, Ambrose and Kalindra? Where are you guys at?
I am currently taking up the rear,
Okay.
watching where we previously have traveled, because you never
Okay.
know what bandits could try to come up from behind us.
Okay.
I will be just sitting in the back of the wagon.
Sitting in the back of
Been
the wagon,
out on the
having a
road
good
for a
time.
while. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's been a couple
Probably-
days. It's time to take a little.
Probably
little
switch out with Ambrose here in about an hour,
Okay.
so that way he's not walking all the time.
Sure. Sure.
I appreciate the alleviation, physicality.
I shall start walking ahead.
Sure.
Guys.
While you're
What do you
walking,
perceive?
while you're walking, Atreyu, give me a perception. Perfect. You can tell that it's fine. You can tell that this is the trail that obviously your good friend Gundren continued on. But you notice that the tracks seem to be a little different than the ones that you guys had been following.
I shout behind over my shoulder to my party. Hey, it appears that the tracks have changed up ahead. I'm not familiar with this. They appear different.
Different. How so?
Oh, I stop the cart and dismount next to Atreyu since I do have some experience in investigations from my time with the City Watch. Can I take a stab at investigating these tracks?
Sure, absolutely you can.
Awesome.
We'll look at these together. Bruce.
All right, lead the way.
You can definitely tell that these tracks were made in a hurry. They're not quite as deep as what they were being traveled upon.
Somebody's chasing.
And sure. And then Bruce, I'm going to need a perception check from you real quick.
Absolutely.
Okay, that'll do it. So, all in all, you guys have been traveling for about a day. And once you come up and look up from the tracks, Bruce, you spot two dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each of these horses has black feathered arrows sticking out of it. The woods press close to the trail here, with a steep embankment and dense thickets on either side.
Something smells like an ambush.
I climb out of the cart and ready my greatsword.
Sure.
I also stand out. Just start like looking around. Like,
Lady, mind if I travel up on this bridge? See if I can't try to look my head down the road.
Just be careful.
Watch your
Yeah.
six.
we'll watch you.
Okay, Trey, go
Um,
ahead and move if you're going to move. What were you going to do? Finish?
I was gonna start heading towards the middle section.
Sure. Go on ahead and move for me.
Okay.
Perfect. Trey, you said you were going to go a little closer to get a better look, right? Okay. While you're up there, go on ahead and give me a perception. Perfect. You are able, I almost said capable, you are able to identify the horses as belonging to Gundren Rockseeker and Sildar Hallwinter. Upon your expertise in your eye, you can tell that the horses have been dead for about a day, and it's clear that the arrows killed the horses.
Finish.
Yeah.
That's exactly the same horse that Gundren came out here on. And it appears that they were killed by arrows about a day ago.
Okay. Do I go? Can I go and investigate that a little bit more?
Sure, absolutely.
Cool.
I point my bow, draw it, and pointed it out beyond horses that provide.
Mhm. Sure. So you're investigating finish?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't need to make a roll for this.
Cool.
You can tell that the saddlebags on the horses have been looted, and that nearby lies an empty leather map case.
Empty leather map case. Okay. Guys, this is a little interesting here. You guys want to come check it out?
Whoa, what happened up there? Yeah. I'm gonna head over there with you.
I trail along
going
as
on?
well.
And when I stay on the top of this ridge here,
I'd
Sure.
also like
was-
to take the opposite embankment, kind of keep a lookout just in case we don't get ambushed as well.
Sure. Yeah.
All right,
Right,
so
and
I'm
I'm
making
using-
my way.
And I'm using the buddy system of Bruce Law, keeping Atreyu's 6 covered so he does not get flanked.
All right. So where are you moving, Ambrose?
I'm moving behind Atreyu.
Okay. Go ahead and move your character there real quick. Perfect.
I have
All
a
right.
question. Do we
Mhm.
know what's inside the wagon that we're escorting?
Yes, actually, you do. So your wagon is packed full of an assortment of mining supplies and food. It includes about a dozen sacks of flour, several casks of salted pork, 2 kegs of strong ale, unless you drank it, shovels, picks, and crowbars, about a dozen each, and 5 lanterns with a small barrel of oil. The
Very
total value of the
honest work.
cargo is about 100 gold. However, since you all have moved, we now move to the most exciting part of any Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Roll for initiative.
Get it started.
Missing one.
See.
Did everyone get their rolls in?
You know, my little initiative box didn't pop up, so I'm not sure.
Go ahead and click on your character,
Okay.
and then go to your character sheet, and then click initiative again.
Okay. It rolled
I
on my
get it.
screen.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
All
It got
right.
worse.
So, Ambrose, what are you doing?
Very quick. All my training with my father has paid off. As of right now, I'm in the tree line, so I see nothing. All I do is I draw my greatsword and I take a defensive stance, keeping watch on Atreyu's flank, as he has good advantage over a ledge.
Okay. You don't do anything,
Holding his.
which means. Go on, Ed.
I'm going to maintain my sight, overwatch both down the road to south.
Okay.
And also, but these are both full height.
Okay.
Okay. Well, before you move, we've got some other movement options first. So, I need really quick to know your AC, Ambrose.
Right. My AC is 15.
We have a goblin shows up right next to you and slices you with his scimitar, cutting open your shirt a little bit on your arm, dealing 3 damage.
Guys, we're being ambushed. I request assistance.
Draw your
Atreyu.
weapons. I'm just gonna.
Atreyu, what is your AC?
Oh,
You also take 3 damage as he slices his sword across your back. And finally, we need a wonderful AC check for finish.
16.
And you hear an arrow whistle past your ear, just barely dodging your head.
What?
What happened to my... There's my turn order. Okay, Atreyu, it is your turn.
Where'd that arrow come from?
I look, I whip behind me,
Mm-hmm.
flash back, and as I do, I swat that arrow that I had it, draw it all the way back as I'm whipping around, and I see this goblin right behind me. So point blank range, I let go.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. The goblin sneers and laughs as your arrow slices through his loincloth, dealing no physical damage.
You gotta
Finish.
shoot better than that.
All right, so my
Finish!
turn.
Yes, an arrow just whistled past your ear.
Cool. Can I charge up the hill? Hang on one second. Let me show you. Let's see here. Can I charge up the hill this way and attack the goblin with my greatsword? That
Show
way?
me one more time which way.
So just like this, right up, like, because obviously, if we were to make I'm not sure exactly how steep you're making that hill there, but
Yeah, go on ahead and I don't know, give me a strength check.
yeah.
Yeah, you can do it. Your movement speed is of course halved, but you can do it. That
Yeah.
easily gets you up there.
So if I'm charging him, can we say that I'm on the upper half of that ledge there? Because
Yes,
obviously,
yes, yes,
okay, cool.
yes. You're on the upper half there.
Cool. Then I swing my wonderful +2.
+2?
Well, yeah, charge, right? It just doesn't come out as charge.
Roll damage.
Sweet. Oh, knocking this guy out.
As the goblin is sneering and laughing at you, he very unfortunately laughs his last laugh as his head goes whirling off and landing on the opposite side of the hill.
This is why you never mess with a dwarf.
Well finished.
Holy crap.
You finished him.
However, okay, I wasn't gonna make it, but that comment, I need what's your AC, Bruce?
My AC is 16 with my shield equipped.
Okay.
Good job.
You take a scimitar hit directly onto your armor to take 3 damage. The blowback makes it more bruised than necessarily physical damage. Alright, Bruce, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Alright. So looking around me quickly, all the goblins are pretty much on the other side, correct? Oh, there's one right
Yeah.
behind me. I just got hit.
Yeah, all
Alright.
of them are. Yeah. All of them are over there. Yeah.
You staggered me so hard, I'm a little discombobulated. All right.
We'll ignore the dragon that's hiding in the trees, but yes, all of the goblins are on the other side.
I turned to the goblin who just hit me, and a little outraged at his boldness,
Sure.
raised my mace to clobber him right back.
Is that the best
Yeah.
you can do?
Yeah,
me
I'm
an
gonna
attack
shatter
roll.
that thick skull of yours. All right.
Ooh.
Nice.
Give me
Good job.
damage roll. Give me a damage roll. He lets out a slight chuckle as his head gets bashed in, and he starts slurring his words slightly thereafter.
Slight chuckle. We'll see you laugh off the next one.
However, I need an AC from you, Kalindra.
Okay. AC is 18.
18. Okay, why did I even bother?
Full plate, right? Ting!
Unfortunately,
Oh yeah, I'm tough.
Unfortunately, you are female, and as we know, female armor is typically a little more revealing than it needs to be. This goblin
Uh-oh.
stocks 2 arrows and shoots them directly at you, piercing 2 small holes on your torso, dealing
That's not
6
nice.
damage to you.
Okay. That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage.
Took
yes.
more than your little sword hits
Yeah.
over there.
And of course, as he does it, he goes, "Human armor!" It's your turn, Kalindra.
Okay. Where am I? Let's see. So, I am just going to immediately run into combat. Like,
Okay.
I want to run and help. Let's see. Bruce is up there. I'm going to run, if I can, up onto the ledge.
I will need a
Um,
strength check from you, but yes. And
Okay.
you can only move at half your movement speed, so you can only go 15 feet.
Okay.
But I will need a strength check.
Is that 1d20?
Just
Yes.
if you click the strength. In your-
Yes. And your
Oh,
character
okay.
sheet, if you just click the strength, yeah, that'll do it for you.
Nice.
Okay. Yes, you definitely can do that. You can definitely make your way up.
Okay. I am in range of this guy.
Yes.
And I'm just going to hit him with my longsword.
Okay.
Just slice him.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Ooh.
Mm.
So, Kalindra, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to roll me
Uh-oh.
another just single D20 with no modifiers.
Okay. So,
/R D20.
yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as you go
Oh,
to
no.
get your weapon out of its holster, you notice it's stuck.
No.
So you flashed it to get it stuck.
you went cha-chink, and that was all you could unfortunately do. It got stuck there. The little
Okay.
loop was around the handle there. You can use a bonus action to pull it out, but
I see her throwing the sword like, Kalindra, pull your
I'm going to take that bonus action in my moment of struggle here.
okay.
Okay.
Yes,
let's-
you are able to pull out that sword. Unfortunately, you can't do anything else this turn.
Okay. There I am.
Oh man! All right, Ambrose, what are you doing?
So I saw Mc, Finish save Atreyu, even though that was my job, and I commend him on his awesome greatsword techniques. And I shout out to you. Oh man, that is a technique I have never seen before. I so very look forward to our duel in the future. But now you need to watch what I do to this goblin that tried to get the best of me. So
I'm watching.
I grab my greatsword and I do a powerful diagonal slash across the main body of this goblin right next to me.
All right, let me see an attack roll.
Do you need my strength first, or do you need just the weapon?
You would just click whatever the weapon name.
Okay.
What we get? I will like for you to roll damage for me, please. So you can just click Great Sword in the chat box there. Oh, oh! Why did I ever let you? As you slice across this goblin, the goblin stands there for a moment and goes, and then he looks down, and all of a sudden, the top right half of him is a slightly more right than his left half. and he falls to the ground in 2 pieces.
Well done, well done. That technique is amazing. I wish to learn it from you.
You better learn how to dodge, or you better learn how to block.
Let's kill the rest of these fuckers. I'm like still like struggling with my sword.
Fear not, Kalindra. We have dwindled their numbers immensely.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Onward!
There could be more.
Ambrose, before you can even react,
Oh.
after you've sliced the goblin in half, you feel an arrow go ka-thunk into your top right shoulder blade for 3 damage.
No!
Atreyu. By the way, Kalinda, don't forget to take the 6 damage on your character there. I just noticed that it was
That's
at
right.
13. So it's your turn, Atreyu.
Finish. Cover with the back.
What do you think I'm doing?
Cover fire down below.
Down below, you mean across?
Yeah, cross. Right, Bruce.
Okay. This one, is this the one you're referring to, the red one?
No, the green one.
Oh, okay. That's why they're color coded. That's why they're color coded.
Yeah, got it.
Ooh.
Ah, what a hit! Go ahead and roll
Good
damage
shot.
for me.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
You
Nice.
Did you click that longbow in
Yeah.
the chat? There you go.
Perfect.
Woo.
And where? Oh wow! So this arrow goes not only in his eye, but out the back end with taking the eye with it. Lands into a. You hear a loud ka-thunk as it hits a tree trunk behind it.
I see that happen, the arrow fly by, and I still realize that I have like an arrow kind of still.
Not what you got two. You got 2 somewhere in your torso there. You're not
Okay,
doing
they're
the
sticking
best
out of
right
me.
now.
Like,
Finish. What are we doing?
So 1, 2, 3. Gets me close and swinging with this greatsword. Oh! Any
Well,
luck?
well,
Or am I too tired for my
well.
last charge?
You know, you came in with all that you could, but unfortunately, there's a slight height difference between a goblin and a dwarf. And so
Yeah.
as you went to swing for his torso, you missed. And the goblin looks at you and goes, "Dwarf idiot! We smaller."
Oh!
Bruce, what are you doing?
All right. Well, having seen the goblin next to me have their brain just blown out, I turn to the only one next to me, the only one left next to me here, and unleash my pent-up fury on its puny frame.
You got a level in barbarian I'm not aware of? But the pent-up fury has me a little concerned
Hey,
there.
Clerics can be full of rage as well, okay? Just because we're nice normally.
Okay, I'll let you go ahead and give me an attack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe that fury got a little too good for you there, Bruce. Give me another D20 here without a modifier.
Oh,
You know, it absolutely is true, Bruce. You were so furious and filled with rage as you swing your mace. You not only swing as hard as you can, like you're going for the kill. You're gonna hit a home run, but you overextend. You swing too hard, and you spin all the way around and face around the goblin. So the goblin actually gains advantage on attack rolls against you for 1 turn.
No! Not Bruce! Anything but Bruce!
And you guys wouldn't believe whose turn it is.
Oh no! Have mercy. Praying to that god of yours, right?
Here, save me. Here, save me.
The goblin looks at you and is laughing his goblin butt off, to be fair, to the point that as he tries to swing, he swings his scimitar and then just kind of falls over in laughter. He can't do a whole lot else either. He's just human. Kalindra, it is your turn.
Okay. Man, I'm just kind of realizing that stuff is like getting real. Like I haven't
Yeah.
been pierced in like a long time, but like now I'm upset. Okay,
Yeah.
and he's right here in front of me. I'm just gonna hit him again with my sword because
Sure.
I'm a sword lady. Let's see. I don't think I did it right. Oh, here you go. Please do some damage.
Unfortunately, he fell to the ground as you went to swing and it just went right over him. Unfortunately, it was very bad. All this at the end of the day, it's Bruce's fault. If Bruce didn't mess up, the goblin wouldn't have laughed and you wouldn't have missed. So
It's a strategic
Man, I
spin.
haven't had to climb up these hillsides in a while. Like I'm just kind of like surprised. I'm like missing so many things.
That climb up the hill in full plate, right?
yeah.
Chainmail. It's
chainmail.
chainmail.
Yeah. I'm just saying, level 1 with full plate, I would love to play that game. Okay. Ambrose, it is your turn.
Alright. After I had slain my own goblin,
Mm-hmm.
I am too far away to do anything. So I just look over in the distance and watch my fellow companions make a foolery of themselves and our team. And I realize the only one that I can respect as of right now is the other fellow greatsword user. So all I do from here is I sheathe my weapon and I use my second wind ability to regain my health.
Okay, and how does that work? So, I'm saying this for our new players. Ambrose happens to be a fighter, so he actually has an ability called Second Wind. So once per turn, he can use his bonus action to, is it 1d...
1d10.
1d10, and then plus your
my
fighter
fighter
level.
level. Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a d10 here. Need a 2 or higher, essentially, to get back up to full. Stop. Okay, you're back up to full health. Great roll, great roll.
Overheal.
Overheal, yep. So, as we are all very aware, there is a goblin right here. And, well, I mean, he gets to make an attack here. So he's going to try to turn and shoot the other guy with the bow, because he's a little afraid of what that one can do to hit his ally there.
Ooh, scary.
As Finish tries his best to obviously attack this goblin, because you are in combat with this goblin.
Of course.
This goblin is able to quick fire 2 arrows from his bow.
They come out fast.
That land kathunk kathunk at Atreyu's feet. Atreyu, it's your turn.
I whip around behind me to see the arrows in the ground.
Mhm.
Just as I do this, I pull my bow out, draw it tight, and I aim again for this guy's eye, or for this goblin. I'm thinking I feel really good about myself. I just allow that other one over.
Mhm.
So I'm going to shoot the same spot.
Okay, let's see it.
It better not be a 1. Okay. Whew. I was like,
Yeah,
if I get 3 rolls to 1 right now.
You guys just gotta quit trying to be badass, apparently, because that's what's getting you guys. The arrow lands at his feet. You both have traded arrows into the ground by each other's feet. Finish.
Yes, sir. Are we ready?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
cool. So, in the grand scheme of things, my 5-foot step is not going to do anything,
Correct.
but it's going to put me behind this wonderfully archered goblin that, for some reason, gets 2 arrows off.
Yeah.
So I'm going to swing pretty darn hard right now.
Oh yeah. I would definitely say that was marginally hard at best. Yes. Yes.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
And cleave him right in half again. I'm just cleaving goblins left and right now.
You know, you could say the best part of him was left behind.
That's true. That's true. Very true.
All right, Bruce.
A dead
You are
goblin.
currently
is a
facing the
dead
wrong
goblin.
direction.
I am.
How did that
and-
happen?
Hearing the goblin when I spun around.
You spun around.
Hearing the goblin laugh at me behind my back, I calm myself, take a deep breath, turn myself around, and steady my stance before attempting one more time to land a solid blow on this annoying little.
Don't forget to keep your back elbow up.
Yep. Everything the proper stance,
Yep.
shield,
Like
mace,
you're cutting a watermelon. You
follow
got
through.
this. Give us an
Alright.
attack
You
roll
gotta
here.
aim. You just
Wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful. Give us a damage roll.
Come
And
on.
wouldn't you know it?
Yeah.
It happened to be enough that the goblin went kerplat.
I just had to calm myself, settle my mind, all zen,
Had to
for sure.
calm
For sure.
yourself. Okay. So, you guys just survived your very first encounter. Some of you are worse for wear than others. Some of you have more egotistical damage than physical. How do you guys regroup?
Can I perceive or investigate these goblins to see if they're worth anything?
Sure, absolutely. Give me an
Which one?
investigation.
Investigation, okay.
Yes.
Oh,
They're dead.
yeah, okay. I got it.
They're dead. You do, however, notice that they do have scimitars, bows on them. Those didn't magically disappear. I mean, there's goblin bits everywhere. But yeah, they're dead. They're dead goblins.
So this is where I'm going to tell you guys I start chopping goblin ears off, right?
Oh boy.
Are you looking for a collection?
Yeah. Making a necklace?
Really
over there?
notice. I think we could have stretched. Riding in that wagon didn't really help. So
Which I think
so,
overall
like,
your
I'm not in
caliber-
very good condition over here. Is there a time I could use like my lay on hands on myself?
Sure.
Is this
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just like
okay?
you're asking permission if you could like rub your shoulder. Yeah, you can. You can rub.
You
your
rub
shoulder.
whatever part of you want to rub.
Yes.
Pretty
you
new to
can-
this. I
You
didn't
can
know.
use
Like,
your lay on hands. Yes. So are you going to heal all 5 out of that pool?
yeah.
Okay. Go
Okay.
on ahead.
So I'm just gonna like, I kind of just want to like put my hand like on where the arrows hit, and they just kind of like
Okay.
go away.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah. Yeah.
gone.
You yoink the arrows out with one hand. You put your hand on the other. Wom 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 wom. Glowy magical white stuff.
Yeah.
Yellow whatever. Yeah. You heal 5 hit points. Perfect.
Oops.
So I am remaining alert. Still not sure if there are any other enemies around. I know where goblin ambushes are. There's a goblin camp not too far away.
Perfect. Give me a perception check here. I gotta make sure, if you kind of are everything
Paying
you say you
attention.
are. Yeah.
Oh, third one of the night.
At this point is where we take a break and you go and buy a new set of dice. Because these just aren't doing it for you.
This is true.
Let me give you a set.
Yeah. Yes, you are aware
Yeah,
that
good job. Good job.
that there is typically, if a goblin ambush happens, that it's typically not all the goblins that are participating in the ambush. Yes.
So
At this point, I'm going to dismantle this cliff here. I'm going to move over to east where we currently are. Check the road for additional.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
Trips down the mountain. Or
Yeah. I'm not gonna make him do a check to get down. But yeah, give me a survival. Perfect.
Oh, look at that. That's
So,
gorgeous.
Atreyu, as you come down, if you want to go ahead and move your character down to where you were going, you happen to notice a couple of different things. The first off is that you notice that there's been about a dozen goblins that have come and gone along this road. Specifically, what you notice is that there is a trail that's hidden along the north side of the road that leads to the northwest. You kind of notice it as you look at the tracks. You can kind of tell, that they've been up where you are, and you're kind of, following those back in and around yourself. You also notice signs of two human-sized bodies that have been hauled away from the ambush site. Yes.
And they're ready.
Yes. It looks like they are being dragged along the same trail that the goblins are on.
While this is happening, I just kind of walk down to the site and
Okay.
just kind of glance around.
Okay.
Also, I walk over to Ambrose and pull the arrow out of his shoulder. Try to help him out there. I know he's full health, but we need to not leave arrows. I got you, buddy.
I'm fine.
Thanks.
I'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say exactly? Are you gonna holler at us?
Hollering. Goblins. We're gonna take them down.
I mean, we have to, right? If they've got Gundren and Sildar, I feel like part of our contract involves if they're abducted by goblins, we save them from the little pieces of crap. Yeah.
Kalindra, check the
there's-
body that's there. Who
If
is
there's
that?
more goblins out there, I want a piece of them. Like, look down at my the little chink thing in my little armor. It's like broken.
No.
No.
Now you're making me feel bad.
All right, so I'm checking out the wagon.
Okay, you're checking out the wagon?
Well, I was
Yeah.
hoping that we could check out the dead body that's not the horse.
Oh, sorry, yeah, the dead
We
body.
just want to make sure we can confirm who that is. 'cause I don't
Sure,
think
go on
anybody
ahead.
has.
I'll walk over to this
Give me
body
an
here.
investigation check.
Okay. I just kneel down and want to see what it's. Okay, investigation.
Mhm.
Oh.
You can tell that it is a dead body.
Well done.
He's
Way to
gone.
Investigate it. He's gone.
gone.
He's gone. I don't feel a pulse.
He didn't fare well. Gundren might have got away.
I threw up my breath alive. Should I start scouting ahead on this trail?
Give us a few moments. Let's make sure everybody's ready to continue. Ambrose, do you need any help with anything else?
No, I go to finish in whispering distance, and I say to you, finish, that me and you have to stick together.
I
don't
see.
think- I don't think we can. As of right now, we cannot put our lives in the hands of our comrades. They have shown just
Redeem
god
myself
awful
at the end
fighting
there.
skills. Even though the enemy was weak, we should always not take them so lightly and with humor.
These goblins are feisty bunch. Bruce,
My old body can only take so much damage, and I must say that I have been wounded. Bruce, you got anything to help me out?
Nope, all tapped out.
I have a couple of spells that could do the job, but if we're gonna go searching for Gundren in this camp, wherever the goblins' camp is, it might be a good idea to hold on to those. Maybe we can fit a short rest in before we head on over. Rest up real quick. What are your thoughts?
I tell
Resting
you,
here.
I think we should keep you in the middle of our party for the time being, for you to heal up, and we will watch all around you. And you can be support by fire for us when we go investigate, instead of you taking the lead on this one.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
W- We might be able to make camp
Atreyu, are
like
you like bleeding, or are you like, oh, it's just a scratch?
Missing 2 arms, a leg. Tis but a flesh wound.
Flesh wound. Okay. Okay.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Flesh wounds, like tears in my leather armor. Blood sort of showing up.
Couple paper cuts.
Couple
Some
paper
lemon
cuts.
juice.
Well, that leather armor there, I could stitch that back up for you when we have a moment.
All that. It's young as always.
I
So, are you guys going to choose to follow the trail?
Yeah.
Maybe take a short rest until nightfall before you do, or start anew in the morning?
I feel like we should go as far as we can before nightfall.
All the trail.
Yeah.
Continue onward. This was not even a battle.
To clarify, you guys are voting to follow the trail to the goblin camp or continue following the trail we're on to Fandelin, the Triboar trail.
I think we continue towards the goblins.
Okay.
Yeah, we're missing people here that we probably should go pick up.
Our investigations have not been on. We do need to investigate the drug to bodies.
I agree. I just wanted to clarify that we weren't talking about going to Fandelin first.
Drop off the goods and then go to.
Forget those guys. They got captured by goblins. They're not
Yeah.
worth
Already,
saving.
like-
one of them is missing. We should go check it out.
Okay. So, I need to know marching order. If you guys can set up in a marching order, show me who's first, second, third, fourth, fifth.
Okay,
As you guys
so
go down the trail,
since we mentioned
with first being
Twilight
up here.
Dusk, since we mentioned Twilight Dusk, Treyu, I'm sorry, I missed your race. What are you again? Obviously, I can sense that you're a scout. Okay, you are human? Okay, so let's see here. I should probably be first since I have dark vision. I don't actually need like a torch or anything to like see in front of us, unless anybody else has dark vision that I'm not aware of.
I have dark vision.
Oh, okay, cool. So
Yeah.
either one of us, I mean, if you want to go, you probably have a better foot speed than I do.
So we're waiting till nightfall then? We're taking a short rest? Is that what we decided? Or is it already nightfall? It's already
No,
twilight.
we're still good. You guys
Okay.
are like midday.
Right, we're continuing
Oh.
onward to the goblin camp.
Yeah. You guys decided to continue onward without stopping.
Got
So
Alright.
I just need to know your mark.
And Finish is taking lead.
Okay.
Okay. Finish is first. Who's following behind Finish?
I think we should get away from where these zombies were, or these goblins were just killed. And
Ambrose is right behind Finish. I am sticking with him.
How far behind? It is important.
This close.
What,
We are
This
holding
side.
hands.
Come on, Ambrose, let's go.
I'm following him a decent
I-
distance. Probably
I'm probably
two
not in the
squares.
front.
Okay,
10
so like
10 feet.
there, like about there.
Where's he at? Up there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeping
About
10 feet
there?
away.
Okay, and then Atreyu, are you in the middle of the pack?
All right behind the
Okay, Bruce, Kalindra, where are you guys standing?
Probably right here.
Okay. Perfect.
All right, so that's not quite middle, but we'll get. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say we
not
need to.
anymore. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. That'll work.
How do you rotate it?
There's a little like dot, a little like that stands above your actual character. There's like a ninth dot above all the others that you can click to rotate around.
Yeah, I'm not getting the rotate. Oh, I see it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Haha.
Hmm.
It's
Uh,
like a half a square outside of your grid box.
Okay.
And
It's
a
like
green little
right
square.
below your HP.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
It's a light color. There we
Yeah.
go.
So, you guys are traveling along this trail. It leads 5 miles northwest along the way. You guys are about 10 minutes down the trail when finish. I need a perception check.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be terrible. I know, right? I was like,
Okay.
I don't
As
see
you
a
are
thing.
stepping, yeah. As you are stepping, you happen to notice a slight glint. And the slight glint you happen to notice is a small little hook that is dangling a snare trap about 2 feet in front of you.
Can I activate the trap?
Sure, you can activate the trap. What are you going to do to try to activate the trap?
So, in order to activate the trap, I'm gonna take my wonderful greatsword
Okay.
and just like try to hook it from a distance.
Okay. Try to just hook the snare trap.
Yeah.
You know, that seems very dexterous to me. You have to
Okay.
be maybe don't you think pretty dexterous with your sword? Give me a dex check.
Ooh, nope, no good. Sorry.
So you are able to trigger the trap. However, in almost what is the funniest sight of stupidity, the trap springs, taking your sword all the way up into the air as it cuts through the trap and then lands on the ground in front of you. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
All right, so strength check to pull it out of the ground. Like, is
Yes.
that what I got? Okay.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, you pull it out. Yeah.
I may look dumb, but I get my sword back every time.
So you guys just saw probably one of the strangest displays of dexterity. What do you think about this cartoon character here?
Feel like I may have spoken too soon. I feel like I am in a party of numbskulls right now. I have chosen unwisely of my companions in Neverwinter to lead me on my journey.
Look, you young one. I know this is our first battle together. I have witnessed many times people can be quite first of travel. I think it would be wise if we calmed our nerves, step back, spend some time getting. What you think?
I only have one mission, and I'm not going to let anything stop me from obtaining it. But since we already left, and it's too late to go back, I will be patient with you guys.
Well, that's endearing. Thanks.
Yeah, pretty strong talk for such a young warrior.
I peer up from my place at the back of the single file line that we're in. Pretty much. What's the holdup? Why aren't we moving?
Finish almost lost his head, and he is recollecting himself.
A trap. Did you get hurt?
Doom, you're muted.
Sorry, nothing.
Are we going onward, Finish? Are you done playing around?
Yeah. I got my sword back. That's all I need. Moving forward.
Okay, you guys continue moving forward. Maybe he's not done yet. Finish.
God dang it.
I need a perception check, my friend.
Better than the last one. Hey!
Okay.
He sees
You-
things this time.
You do happen to notice. Well, it's not very well hidden. It's hidden enough. You notice a pitfall trap about 5 feet ahead of you.
Stop. Everybody
Oh.
stop.
Ugh.
What happened?
With my current perception check, is there like a nice size stone that I can sense? You know, being a dwarf and all, I can sense stone.
Yes. You happen to look and you happen to find a stone that seems not magical at all.
Sweet. Okay. Hey guys, there's a pitfall trap. I'm gonna huck this stone to set it off.
Okay. So you're going to be using the
Just
stone to
straight-
cast Detect Trap?
Yeah, I'm using the stone to detect trap.
Jeez, how many traps are there?
After that last trap.
Thanks. I'll take that advice.
Okay. You're going
Oh, I just threw it.
perfect.
Just threw it.
The stone lands and the pitfall trap becomes revealed.
God, I'm just love these muscles of mine. Moving on.
How many more traps could there be? Do we want to continue going this way?
Only one way to a goblin village.
Are you guys continuing onward?
Moving on. Anyone
Of course.
following?
Yeah, I'm okay with
Finish.
finish up front.
Right now, I'm doing terrible. By the way.
Guys, I'm telling you, I take a moment to rest, regain ourselves, food, wise points, lot crafts ahead.
All right, sounds good to me. I'm good with an afternoon break.
How are you guys choosing? Are you choosing a short rest or a long rest?
I'm compliant about the rest. I'm just like, this old man needs to rest. I didn't say it, but.
Thinking this old man. All right. Well,
We-
set up. I'll take first watch. I'll come and get the next one in about an hour. Do a short rest.
Okay. So you guys rest in what, 4 hours? Couple hours?
Yeah, probably like 3 hours rest.
Okay.
Okay. So it'll be
That'll put us. That'll
maybe
be
dark.
Twilight dark. Yeah.
Twilight.
You guys. Okay. I'll peel back the veil. No encounters. You guys have nothing exciting happen for 3 hours. A slight breeze rolls in. It's kind of nice and refreshing. The leaves rustle. A few of you who might be a little bit more keen in on nature notice a couple deer wandering through. You can hear the buzzing of bees, but nothing too worrisome or anything. Is anyone expending any hit die to heal? Okay.
Definitely
I
not.
I might as well.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
You know what? It's good enough.
Full health.
Yeah, we do need to get you a new set of dice for at least the next session there, Bruce. This is just not
Yeah,
working out
that's
for
my
you.
third nat one tonight in an hour. Oh god.
Yeah. It's gonna look like it's gonna be a good session here. All right, and you're healed back up as well, correct? Okay. Okay.
So after my 1 hour watch, I go because I'm hoping if Atreyu took off his vest or his leather jacket jerkin, I can stitch it up in the next couple of hours.
Mhm, sure.
Make it look better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It looks. In fact, you did such a marvelous job. It looks like it was brand new.
Perfect. Anyone else need armor fixed while I'm?
You think you have anything to fix this chain mail?
Let me see. Scrounge through my bag for loose wires.
You find a bunch of bottle caps, or like a bunch of like
Oh.
pop tab, tabs like on those
Yeah.
soda cans that those new kids are drinking.
I didn't know I could find soda out here. Sounds good.
You see a vending machine on over yonder behind the trees.
It's not soda, it's fizzy pop there.
Yeah.
Oh, fizzy pop. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Fizzy potions.
There we go. Fizzy potions.
Actually, I might be able to do something with that. Let me see here. Can I roll D20 with fizzy pop? Let's see what we can do. Not quite. Not quite.
Not quite, but it does. You figure out some way to at least cover up some of those more, not
Missing
protected
links.
areas. Yeah, you definitely
Sorry.
make it at least so it's
Oh,
not midriff
It's
like it was
protected,
previously.
okay. He
Yeah,
just
it's
kind of like
protected now.
leans over and adjusts that a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little
yeah,
shy of the female gender here.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Well,
done.
yeah. I mean, you compare sizes there. You've got a dwarf with a half orc. You're kind of like. Okay.
Thanks for that.
As you guys,
Anytime. When we get in town, I'll do a better job.
you guys
Okay.
continue on down the trail, and much to Finish's delight, you guys continue down the trail, and much to Finish's delight, you don't discover any more traps, or at least you don't trigger any more.
Not
Following
my
the
strong suit.
Following the goblin's trail, you guys come across a large cave in a hillside 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. A narrow dry path leads into the cave on the right hand side of the stream.
Oh man.
Sorry.
Uh
Don't worry, it was me.
oh. Okay.
I was
like,
fixing
oh
it.
god.
Yeah, no. So anyway, what do you guys do?
Well, let's get back in our marching order here because,
Mhm.
well, okay, so river. This is gonna be hilarious.
Before we go too far, if we've found the cave they're at, we should look for sentries. No, they're stupid, but alright. Before you go up, let me cast guidance on you. Give you a little bonus to a stealth check if you have to make one. Alright.
All right, where
I
are you
think I
moving?
kind of want to be like by the, not right on the shore, but kind of just not by the tree line.
Okay.
And I'll keep up the rear.
I was gonna say.
Were those goblins wet?
I don't remember wet goblins. Maybe bloodied, but not wet.
Okay, you're gonna move up there? Sure. How are you moving up there? Just regular? Just moving like normal?
As I walk through this thicket, obviously, I'm looking around me, trying to see what I can do.
Okay, I need a perception check.
And then you can also roll that d4 and add it to whatever you get.
Yeah, he needs it. He needs
You gonna roll the d4?
roll d4. Hey.
Perfect. You do gain the ability as you walk up. You do notice that obviously the trail leads out from the mouth of the cave. As you get on up, as you start getting up to about this area, as you're moving. So if you want to go ahead and move up there, you notice that the stream depth is a lot smaller. Where it was, on further back, maybe 5-10 feet. Up here, it's about maybe a foot. So it's definitely possible for you guys to walk through the stream inside of the cavern.
Water is flowing into the cavern,
Out from the cavern.
out from the cavern.
Sorry. Yeah.
I try and call out quietly for Atreyu to ask if the coast is clear. Atreyu.
I wave over my arm.
And then I go up to Atreyu.
Okay.
And ask him, yes, we have entrance to the cavern if we so desire to go in. Should we ask Finish to look for another trap at the foot of the cavern?
He's done
Yeah.
such a wonderful job.
Rolling.
Okay,
Keeping
Finish.
it up. Keeping
You
it
do
up
a
with my
great-
dark vision.
You've done a wonderful job. You notice that there is no trap. However, you can see on the east side of the stream a small area in the briar thickets that have been hollowed out to form what looks like to you a lookout post or a blind.
Blind ahead.
You can see wooden planks flattened out the briars and could provide room for guards to lie hidden and watch the area.
Let's check out those briars over there. Which way on my character is that? Is that towards the
It's to the east of you.
to the east of me? Okay, so that way. Oh shoot! Yeah. On the other
I'll
side of the bank.
I'll
on
aid
the other
you.
side of the bank. Yeah.
Kind of like, I think I
Okay.
can make it that far, but maybe
So
not
who's
quite all the way.
moving over?
I'm going with him.
Yeah, as I say. Chase, is that smart, old man?
You're what? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Roll
Okay.
that
It's a foot tall.
I'm going
You,
to.
don't want, you don't want your boots getting wet?
He can jump. Yeah, it's not that far
Eh.
wide. He can make the jump. That's fine.
effort.
However, as you land, roll for initiative.
There you go. Bruce. Bruce, what are we gonna do with you today? You've got through 3 sets of dice and they all hate you.
It's fine. I'm gonna sit back here by the cave mouth and make sure no backup comes. You guys got this. I'll just
Thanks,
be
buddy.
the rear
Thanks.
guard.
So, as you guys land, finish, you can look and see that there are 2 goblins who are just now getting alerted that you guys are present.
Oh man.
Ambrose, what do you do?
Well, with my young agility and youth, I draw my sword and I immediately run up and I attack the first goblin
Okay.
with a slashing uppercut
Oh,
from the groin to his head.
wow. Okay, give me an attack roll on that.
Okay.
Give me a damage.
Dang. Look at
I don't.
that.
I shouldn't even ask you what the damage roll
Okay.
is at this point. You just-
I'm assuming after a one-hit KO, I'm going to activate and use my great weapon mastery.
Okay. And what does that allow you to do?
So when I reduce an enemy's or creature's hit points to 0, I can make 1 extra melee weapon attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
Before I make this attack with a heavy weapon that you are proficient with, which I am with a great sword, I can choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll, and if it hits, I can add an extra 10 attack damage, plus 10 to the attack's damage.
Okay.
I don't wish to take the -5 penalty, and I do
Okay.
choose to make my one additional melee weapon attack. So as I uppercut the first goblin, I do a diagonal down slash on the second goblin
Are you
Okay.
close enough?
to the right of him.
You unfortunately are not capable because you're not within range of that second goblin.
But then after I uppercut the first goblin, I take a defensive stance to guard
Mhm.
against whatever the next goblin has in store for me.
That is a lot better. Okay. Atreyu, what are you doing? Yeah, you got to make sure you're still
Okay.
within the area to attack it. But yes, if that thing had reach, oh man, we
Oh,
would be in a
man.
different conversation.
My bow. Actually, I walk forward next to Andros block card here, and then it's that lantern. Then draw my bow, aiming for center towards the.
Okay. Guys are killing all my goblins.
I'm sure you'll make more.
Unfortunately, maybe that leap across the creek there maybe took a little more out of you as the arrow whizzes by the goblin. The goblin scurries around on the ground as the arrow whistles past him as he tries to pick up his bow. And by the time he picks up his bow, he is frozen in fear as he just saw his friend, dare I say lover, be brutally murdered in front of him. Your turn, Finish.
Okay. Yeah, puts me in range. So, I not really run, but kind of like jaunt up to him in like a quick
Frolic?
fashion. Yeah, there you go. Frolicking up.
I'm
To kill
frolic
a goblin. There you go. We're frolicking up to kill a
Makes it
goblin at
better
this point.
because you're a dwarf.
Oh yeah, so much. Just a leap, skip, bounds, and 12.
Roll for damage.
Okay, perfect. Hey.
With a last cry out, I'll be with you, Glinda! The goblin falls.
No.
Tale of as old as time.
No.
You guys murdered them.
Song
Okay.
is old as rhyme.
Okay. So, now that you guys have cleared out the cards, what's up?
Time to move in.
I say to Atreyu, I think your old age is getting the better of you. You seem to be lacking proficiency in your accuracy of that bow.
Dude, I'm thinking about pulling out my rapier, brother.
Maybe those goblins in the previous battle earlier in the day has worn you out too much.
Hey, I have my rest. Don't question me, I'll be available.
I'm just gonna say he needed that rest. I'm kind of just like struggling.
So he could jump across the river.
Before we continue on, after Ambrose hears the cry from the goblin, he feels a sense of remorse and wishes to join the hands and the heads of the two goblins so that they may rest in peace together.
Seeing Ambrose do this gesture of like emotion, I don't cut these ears off.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that.
I turn to the the cave entrance and come up next to Bruce and say, "Time to journey on."
You know what?
Take up the beer.
Atreyu,
Oh,
do me a
wow.
favor.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
All right. Are you sure you want me to do that?
Yes, I would love for you to do that,
You're the
actually.
scout. I hope you can do it. Oh!
It gives you enough because you are a gristled warrior. You can tell that these goblins were not young spray. They were definitely of the older variety. One might say they could be like great or even great grandparents of age.
Aged.
Right.
Wow.
I think we're getting closer to the encampment.
They gotta put
See
the
how you guys
grandparents
feel
on
about
guard.
killing grandchildren. Yeah, I'll see how you guys feel about killing baby goblins.
These old lovers do not convince me that there is sentries in their nearby goblin village. I feel like we are going the wrong way.
Kalindra, do you mind
Yes,
going first with your good eyes? You're taller than I am. You can see farther into the cave than I can.
I have no problem with that. Feel like I'm a
So,
little armored up pretty good for this party.
and I just want to double check who all does have dark vision.
I do.
Finish does. Finish
Finish,
does.
Kalindra, the boring humans, I guess, do not.
Do not.
Do
How
not.
dark is this cavern?
Yeah, this is where we're getting into it. Dark vision, you can see fine. Otherwise, you're going to need a torch. Some form of light.
Well, I will cast light on my bracer on my
Okay.
or on my bracer on my shield hand.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
which
Okay. So as long as Ambrose and Atreyu are near you, they have the ability to see. The further they are away from you, the worse it gets for them.
I intentionally cast it on the bracer on my shield arm so that if necessary, I can kind of cover it against my body and start
Perfect.
to dim out the light. Just want to
Yeah.
make that clear in advance.
Gotcha. I
Thank
got
you.
you.
Using my big brain over here.
Okay. Can you
Thank
guys
you for
get into a
saving my
marching
eye.
order as we walk in? And as Kalindra is first, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna move Kalindra to here.
How far in are we going?
Just right there. No more. Can you guys get
Okay.
into a marching order behind her?
Yep. I will sit right behind her, just so that way the light from theirs doesn't hurt my eyes.
No, please do. Please do. Watch my six, Atreyu.
If it's okay with you guys, I would like to walk side by side with Kalindra because I have a feeling that we won't be needing to fight anytime soon in the future, in the near future, exploring this cave.
Okay.
I have a plan. I have a plan.
I hope so.
And
Your
then
aid would
Bruce,
be
Atreyu,
appreciated.
where are you guys
Still
at?
wondering how we got into this
I'm next to
position.
Kalindra and not next to the guy with the light bracer.
Okay.
So I am.
You have
talking-
essentially, you essentially have dim light. It looks very, well, I mean, it looks like dim light. It's kind of the viewing pattern you have. And then Bruce, are you standing right behind Finish?
Yep.
Okay. As you walk in, Kalindra,
Yes.
just inside the cave mouth, a few uneven stone steps lead up to a small, dank chamber on the east side of the passage. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end and is filled with the stench of animals. Savage snarls and the sounds of rattling chains greet your ears, where two wolves, well, a few more, but two wolves are chained up just inside the opening. Each wolf's chain leads to an iron rod into the base of a stalagmite. Go on ahead and give me a perception check real quick.
Okay.
Ooh, puppies.
You can tell that what you originally thought was just nothing more than two chains is actually four.
They've
So
got-
inside of this cave, you see four wolves.
They've got 4 big wolves. like chained up guys.
Can I keep them, guys? Can I keep them?
If you can get in and out without getting eaten, sure, man.
Oh yeah.
Finish, they're chained up for a reason.
Yeah. They just want to be petted, okay? We got this.
Yeah, I'm worried they might try to guard this cave.
It looks like there's stairs.
So yes, so there's stairs that leads up to them, and then did I get that revealed? I think I did. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
sure. Oh, yeah.
Your
So
wolves
there's
are revealed.
so there's stairs that leads up to the wolves, and there's a flat kind of area where the wolves are. They're chained to pretty much iron rods into the ground. Each rod is 2 wolves attached to it. On the far
Very
right
cool.
side where that rubble is kind of a slant, and you can tell that it slants and that there's a hole up at the very top.
Okay.
Okay.
So, plan in action. So those goblin ears, I smear the blood of the goblins on my chain vest. For the last little bit of goblin on me. And I slowly walk up to the wolves.
You sicko. That's
Slowly.
disgusting.
Okay.
Finish,
Okay.
what in 7 hells are you doing?
Will
And
that
then
keep me safe?
Hold on. Don't go up too far. Stay on the steps first.
Okay. So on the steps,
The
Can I
wolves
roll-
turn. Hold on. The wolves turn to look at you. Oh, it's going to make me turn each individual wolf. That's not fun.
oh, sorry.
Oh, it's fine. The wolves turn to look at you, and they start snarling.
Okay. At this point, can I roll my animal handling
Yes,
skill?
you may. Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever owned an animal before?
I just kind of I whisper to everyone. The dwarfs like woken them up.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a fun
critical.
session, everyone. I'll talk to you later.
That's a critical hit right there.
Okay.
So, after hearing the snarling, I grunt so loud into this cave that they recognize that I am the alpha. Ooh.
The wolves stop snarling, but don't change their position.
And I take my 5-foot step up to the first one.
Nothing happens.
Cool.
The wolf bares its teeth. The ones behind it bares its teeth, but nothing aggressive is towards you.
At which point I set my hand out, underhanded, not overhanded, underhanded, to like kind of pet its chest, so to speak. You know, like right underneath. And I just pet and I pet it.
The wolf allows you to. Still showing its teeth, but the wolf allows you to.
Okay, guys. Anyone got like some jerky? We need to feed these guys right now, otherwise I'm gonna lose this. I didn't pack jerky. I packed everything else.
Talisman.
Mhm.
Ronan, I'm not getting close. Ronan, my mess.
Okay.
I dig through to find the jerky, and I give a piece. I toss a piece to each wolf. Do I need to throw strength to get a good toss or dexterity?
No. No.
Okay, cool. I just toss pieces,
Mhm.
and hopefully they eat the jerky.
Each wolf happily eats its fair share of what you gave it, and then goes and lays down against the edge of the wall.
Nailed it, guys. Okay, I got our backs right now.
Well, because I can peek my head around the corner here and see what's going on. I just wanted to let everyone know that the wolves are like friendly to the dwarf. For Bruce in the back here.
Cool, I was concerned. Heard the snarling. And then
So I walk back to the group, and I give Ambrose his, or no, I'm sorry, not Ambrose, our
Atreyu?
Atreyu, his mess kit,
Mhm.
and say thank you. I'll pay you back that jerky in a moment when we get to city.
Don't worry, he's a friend of the party.
We'll have no further issue with these wolves. We can move on, and
All right.
we'll come back for them later when we're done with the cave.
I am speechless, Finish. You are a strange creature indeed.
I'm here for the adventure.
So we follow the stream up. Where are we going now? Just keep
Well,
going deeper.
there's
Yep. Go on ahead and move everyone up.
At least the wolves won't find us. Let's keep looking for anyone.
So at this
Did-
point, this is where I start rolling ones.
Was anybody going to investigate the hole beyond the wolves? Okay.
You said the hole beyond the wolves, like behind them. Do I need to get close and in
behind
the middle
them.
of this?
Before we continue the stream, there was a hole in the wolves' room. It most likely is probably a feeding hole.
So, as Atreyu walks in, the wolves open their eyes and then just closes their eyes because they can see Finish still there.
Very good. Whew. Just in sight.
I step very lightly, cautiously over towards that opening,
Okay.
and as I go in, the wolves begin making some
The wolves lay prone. They make no movement towards you, but their eyes shift between both you and Finish. Okay. Okay. Give me an investigation. You can tell that this narrow opening leads to a natural chimney that climbs about 30 feet up. You can't necessarily tell where it goes. However, you can tell at the base of the fissure is rubbish that's been discarded through the opening above.
can I inspect the rubbish?
Sure. It's left over like food stuff. Or like just trash. It looks like someone's been using it as like a trash chute.
Just like Doritos wrappers.
Yeah,
and
there's non, there's potato chips with ridges in them.
Ruffles.
I can't say the name unless we get sponsored. Hashtag
Yeah.
sponsor me.
Yeah.
There's drinks for a red soda can that has 2 double C's as the start. Down there as well.
Mountain Don't.
Yeah.
Looks trash. Looks like a possible way out if you really need it, but we'll talk.
Sounds good.
We should continue onward. The side quest has been too adventurous for my taste. We should continue on down the cavern.
I will.
Okay, moving on.
Oh, Kalindra, please lend me your eyes.
Okay. I glanced like what's
My brain.
yes. I will go with you.
Okay.
All right, let's continue onward.
So, as you guys continue on, Kalindra, you can tell that the main passage from the cave mouth climbs steeply upward, the stream plunging and splashing down its west side. In the shadows, a side passage leads west across the other side of the stream. You can also see that in the shadows of the ceiling to the north, you can just make out the dim shape of a rickety bridge of wood and rope crossing over the passage ahead of you. Another passage intersects this one 20 feet above the floor.
Guys, the river gets quite rough ahead, and it looks like it's going uphill. Just be prepared.
Watch your step.
Wait.
Go on.
There's also a bridge.
Yeah. when you say that, go on ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm still looking. So I'm like looking. Let's do this perception. Okay.
Hey.
Nice.
That's a good one. Well done.
Wow. Okay, so I apparently can't hide anything from you.
What
guys.
else do I see up
Okay,
there?
You happen to
Hold on, there's
notice.
more.
You happen to notice that there's a single goblin guarding the bridge.
It's a goblin on top of that bridge.
Nice.
If you guys will allow me, I wish to go talk to this goblin.
Go talk to the goblin. Okay.
You can communicate with them?
I mean, they talk to us.
The previous goblins were able to speak our common tongue, so I feel like since they're in close proximity to the ones that we fought, then these ones should also speak the common tongue.
They don't know we're here yet. Be safe.
It is just but one single goblin. But I wish Kalindra to stay with me still for vision, as I cannot see in this dark cave.
I'll lead you there.
Okay. Once
So-
you
How far can I
guys
go?
right there, that's fine. That's
Okay.
perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So as you move on up, Kalindra, you notice the goblin that was on the bridge scurries east and out of sight.
Oh, he's scurried away.
Did he know? That was not what I was expecting to happen.
He might alert them that we're here.
Should we hide? Maybe
This will be amazing.
we could hide in the wolf cave.
You can see that passage. Yeah, you can see that passageway that kind of that's here. You can see the passageway that's kind of to the left of Ambrose, and that's it. That's about as far as you can see.
I want to wield my shield if I don't already have it out. I just want to
Okay.
get that. Okay.
Mhm.
So just a heads up. Shield's out.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Here, let me do this for you. You can't walk into a wall. Yeah. Sorry.
Right, so that's where water's flowing just right at the edge of the cave, all the way through.
Yeah. The
Well,
only thing that
that
you guys are able to see is that passageway to the left.
Can I kind of like
Well, group, that was very obscure, but I still want to take the chance to try to go talk to them. It scurrying in a hurry like that doesn't automatically mean we're about to be ambushed. They can't possibly flank us with these cavern walls, and we've already investigated behind us. I still think we press on carefully, but also slowly, as to not warrant any aggression towards the goblins. I feel like hiding in the wolves just lets them surround us and cuts off our escape routes.
Yeah, it won't be good either. We should take the fight head on.
I want this side trail that's off to our left here. Their injection.
No, Atreyu, you can guard our flank. I still want to press onward and try to speak to the
Give me a
goblins.
perception check, Atreyu.
It looks like rough terrain.
That it is.
Oh,
You notice
at
that the
that.
passage is choked with rubble and has steep escarpments. The area is definitely difficult terrain. Because your roll was so good, you also get to know that the ledge, this little ledge, because now you're closer, so I will reveal it for you. This kind of little ledge area right here. It is very fragile, to the point that you can estimate that anything about 100 pounds or more is probably gonna loosen the whole mass and cause it to tumble down to the east, down to where you're standing.
Back to the group, I definitely don't think anything's coming from this direction. We're looking at
well, while I agree, it's unlikely something will come from there. Goblins are a lot lighter than us. They're small, agile. They could sneak down past us with difficulty, I feel like.
I'm worried that they're gonna roll a boulder down and then cut off the whole cave.
You guys keep an eye on that. I want to go up to the bridge and see if I could maybe climb. How tall is that from where we are?
That is
Up to that
definitely
ledge.
a very, very tall bridge.
Okay, so we're very far down here.
Yeah. The bridge is about 20 feet high, and it spans about a 20-foot passage.
Like a 2-story building.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Seems as though this could
You
be a
you
goblin
can,
city.
however, I will let you know that it is actually still possible to climb it.
Okay, noted. I will not be climbing that.
You sure? You guys have been rolling great. I mean, that's 2 natural
Some of
20s.
Some of us have been rolling great.
Armor won't save me from a fall.
Only make it worse.
Keep my feet on the ground.
Well then.
I feel finished that they would not roll boulders behind us. Or they could, but they definitely wouldn't seal themselves in. So there would also be an exit if we continue pushing through.
Yeah, we found it. It's called the garbage chute. You didn't see that back there? That
Yeah.
didn't make sense to you?
But it's also 30 feet.
It's
quite a
called
climb.
sliding. It's called a slide.
The term used was chimney.
Yes.
I view chimneys as straight up and down.
Well, as long as I fall first, I think we'll be all right with the wolves there. So
Right.
I do have rope too, so if it came down to it, we could
There
climb
you go.
down.
This definitely doesn't look like a main passage. But who knows what these goblins are up to.
It's the main way in or out.
I faced many ambush head on, and I would like to agree with Andy here. And press on.
Yes, we shouldn't fear goblins, or at least me and Finnish should not.
So forget I went there from back to the eye, brain to a tree.
1 out of 3. It was bound to happen eventually.
Blind squirrel.
You guys are pressing on.
Well, hopefully
Yeah.
your luck is going to be on your side for the next shots. We should
After
press
you,
on.
Kalindra. After you.
I like down in my little messed up armor still. It's a lot of areas that arrows could come from.
Do you wish to switch?
No, I've got my shield. I'm just gonna walk with it. So
Perfect.
let's go in.
Move up
Continue.
until you're underneath the bridge, and the party follows.
Okay.
I'm
Let's
saying
see.
Bruce, are you still back by the steps by the wolves? Are you following up? Or
I've been so far. I'm a little nervous about something being ahead that we're not prepared for.
Okay.
I'm gradually following them.
Ambrose and Kalindra, I would like to have you guys roll a perception check.
I knew it. It's a trap.
It's always a trap.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have no perception.
I call these dice are loaded.
How is that possible?
DM
And
gave
then
us loaded.
Ambrose,
dice.
if you can roll one as well.
Ah, man. I knew I should have taken a lead.
I perceive nothing.
No, you
Perceive
do
nothing
not.
as well.
All of a sudden, the passage is suddenly filled with a mighty roar as a huge surge of rushing water pours down from above. I need everyone to make a strength. I need you
And
guys
is
to make
this another one of those traps?
I need you guys to make a dexterity save.
My
Dexterity
dex. Why?
save.
Oh my
Double fail.
god! Why me?
Can I
What?
save her? Can I save her?
Let's
Please?
get everyone else's to roll, mate. Maybe you need to save your buddy Ambrose.
I'm gonna save a few.
Oh, wait, I rolled the wrong.
Good.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. Okay.
How many
Bruce
do I
and
gotta
Finish, you guys are great. You guys are doing good.
Yes.
You guys are fine for now. Kalindra, Ambrose, and Atreyu, holy cow, forgot the name. Give me a minute. It's been a long day. I need you guys to make a strength saving throw.
Uh
Ambrose pulling through.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ambrose saving himself.
Finish. You can save one.
Well, unfortunately, Atreyu is too far away for me to save,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna have to save Kalindra.
Okay.
And do I have to roll strength
No.
check as well to catch her, or do I
No.
just save her?
You were able to grab a hold of her.
Okay, cool.
So, Atreyu, I need you to understand that I do this with love.
Wash down the river.
I need you to take 3 damage as the water pushes you from your current location back outside of the cave. As yes, you wash up on the shore. Not that far. You're kind of yeah. As you hear the rushing of water, Ambrose, you are able to hold on via sheer just force and withstand the powerful current of the water. Give me a perception check, Ambrose.
Let's see here. This
Bruce,
water
you do
is
the same.
This water's nothing. I can't believe the old man got swept out. Amazing. He keeps preaching to me, and just I don't know what to do with him anymore.
So mine was a
As-
dex save, right? So as I hear the rushing water, I adroitly leap back and hide myself up on these steps to avoid the water.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Ambrose,
Kalindra, I have you.
you're kind of here. You kind of the water didn't push you all the way out, but you did get pushed back. You do hear the pitter patter on the wood, on the what you are assuming the bridge above you guys.
I hear something above us. It sounds
Finish.
like the scuttling of a
Thanks
goblin.
for the grab.
Is it an alarming sound? You sound very calm. I hear something above us.
It's accurate.
I still have
no.
a mission. I wish to talk to the goblins.
What do you wish to say?
Am I in talking distance to this goblin since they're so far
I mean,
up and
anything
I am
at this
so
point is
far
shouting
away?
distance. You could you can't whisper to it, but you could probably say something to it.
I wish to shout to the goblin that we mean no harm and we wish to negotiate.
Are we negotiating the surrender? Because that's the only thing we got to do.
We have a mission finish.
Yeah, we do.
We need to get through this without going through all the traps. If we had a goblin as a guide, because I fear that this is an innocent village that we have come upon and not a battlement camp of goblins.
You hear a goblin. The goblin doesn't respond for a minute. And then you hear Runash, good grumble grumble. And then you hear the pitter pat of his feet on the wood disappear after a few minutes.
Knowing
went that way.
Knowing Dorvish, do I understand a little bit of it? Do I
Sure.
catch like syllables?
Yep, you caught a couple syllables. You caught here, you caught water, and then grumble grumble.
So guys, they know we're here to some extent, and the water didn't push us out. That's what I can ascertain.
Alright, I couldn't catch what he said. Did he sound like he was threatening us or like scared? I don't know.
I'm not sure either. I just, after all that rushing water, I'm still a little drowned. I had to save
Yeah.
somebody.
If that's what he said, Finish, then I do believe that their plan to keep intruders out has failed and they wish to do something again. But I feel like they mean us no harm since only one goblin came to speak to us and then left. If they meant us harm, they would have came in numbers.
Cue the noise.
Finish. By the way, when you caught me, I noticed that your arms were kind of big. But is it worth continuing into this cave?
I think it is.
I feel like the goblins have information that will aid us on our quest.
We have to save whoever was drugged here. That is the plain and simple truth of it. Because remember, the last wagon we found with the dead horses was supposed to be our boss paying us the gold. We need the gold to survive. So he has to survive. We got to figure that out. Plain and simple.
Our little wagon escort trip has become quite dangerous.
Danger's my middle name. Now I got to edit it. Hang on.
So what are you guys doing? You continuing on? Anyone gonna go and try to get the old man that's outside of the cave? Maybe he's not here anymore. Maybe that killed him. No one's gonna go check.
My goodness, where's Atreyu?
Atreyu, come back!
I glance around looking for him and don't see him nearby, so I'll make my way down to see if he's alright.
Okay, you go do that.
They're right there.
He was military. He should know how to take care of himself.
Pat him on the back.
There you go.
There. Get it all out. Get it all
Quick,
out.
someone give him a Werther's candy and it'll become a wheezing.
I would like to press on, trudging through the water.
Leaving our friends behind. I like your style.
That's
let's
okay.
go.
We have your wolf
Let's go.
companions to replace them.
Oh yeah,
I say we continue on.
You guys go ahead. This time I'll wait here.
It's me and you, Finish. Let's go.
Okay, finish Ambrose. Show me where you're moving.
Okay.
Bruce,
going-
don't go all that far up. Wait,
Well, we're underneath
I'm
the
assuming
bridge
you're walking
right now.
Atreyu back in.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, you guys need to stop by the steps.
Gotcha.
Finish Ambrose. Where are you guys at? Make sure everyone's
just
where
past
you're.
the bridge. I think I am in the darkness.
Mhm.
Hopefully, I make
Yep.
it not in a wall.
I will reveal that for you guys.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Oh, actually, what can I perceive past this point here? Hang on.
Just
Sorry.
more of what it is. Just more of what it is.
Okay.
Some more
So
water to trudge through.
I
Finish.
continue forward.
Stop.
Yep.
Go back.
Oh, okay. Right here in the wall.
Give me a perception check, you two.
Oh, again? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Oh my eyes! They just flashed all the life of this dwarf right here. Just like
You guys hear what sounds like a bunch of grinding, banging, things like that, before you hear what sounds like something finally let go, and what sounds like the beginning of rushing water.
not
Again?
again. Hold on.
One more time, I yell back to Kalindra. This time you don't have it yourself.
Yeah, I was
To
like,
save you. Is there
Gonna-
anything to
I
grab
want to
onto
brace
this
against
time?
the wall
The
somehow.
cavern. The cavern is there.
Can we hear their shout from all the way up there?
100 feet.
You're in a cave. It'll
it
echo.
goes.
Alright.
You just hear their shout. You don't hear the "here it comes" or anything, but you hear Finish's vocal tone ring out through the cavern.
We're
We stay on the
abandoned.
safe side.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know what's going on, but it sounded urgent, so I'm rushing up to help my comrades.
Hit the
Okay.
steps. Hit the steps.
Everyone but Atreyu, give me a dex save.
Oh,
Clarity. Nice.
What the?
oh my
Oh, I
god.
thought that was me. Okay, somebody's
Oh,
gonna swim in.
that's me.
Oh,
You're good. I got yours already. Bruce and Kalindra, give me a strength save.
You
Here
got
we
this
go.
time, guys. You got this. Hey.
possibly.
Oh,
First,
Jesus.
It's
Remember, I do this with love. Everyone else, how did you dodge the flood of water?
Remember, I'm short. It just kind of rolls over me, and then I like on the other side.
Ambrose? Nope. Nope.
this time I just turned my shield. That way, the current didn't like take me with it. That way, I had more
Okay.
support.
Ambrose.
I simply saw that there was a small ledge on the side of the cave that I just hopped onto and leaned against the wall, back to the wall, and let the whatever water was rushing just press me up against the wall
Okay.
like a graviton force at the carnival.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Bruce, in your rushing into their aid, you were not the most dexterous person. And you get rushed out of the cave, stopped by Atreyu, who was thankfully there, and you take 2 damage.
Grab your thing that you're kind of
alright. Heck yeah.
Thanks for the heads up.
Finish. Now that
Anytime.
finish. Now that that's over. What can you
Anytime.
see? What can you see past the water?
After the water, let's see. What do I see? What do I see? Probably nothing, to be honest. Oh, actually, a lot.
You see a lot, yep. You can see ahead of you nothing.
Yeah.
You can see where the water came from.
Aha.
What does it
You
finish?
can see that
There's a dam.
well, yes, that there was 2 dams, goblin made, of course, that had held back a torrent of water that apparently, as you are very aware now, was used as a form of trap.
Can I rush ahead to like get
I
ahead?
will let you rush to here, and then everyone else needs to make movement and stuff first.
Okay. I ended up somewhere in the dark there. I apologize.
Don't worry, finish. I am right behind you.
So I don't like that we're split, but I'm also wanting to move a little bit. I saw like the goblin walk up off the path. So I am going to walk up to the base of this bridge, and I kind of just want to like yell to intimidate them. Can I try to do that?
Yeah.
At like the base of the bridge, like underneath it.
Yeah, like I'm just
Okay,
gonna
yeah.
yell at them.
You can walk up there and then give me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Yeah. I hate the feeling of water in my shoes, but let's go. Wet socks are the worst.
Toss my mess. Tell me your own.
Oh,
Aw, thanks.
yeah.
Feeling a little peckish.
Okay.
So we go upstairs.
Yep. Okay. Finish and Ambrose.
Sir.
Roll for initiative.
Ah, yeah.
Here we go. What's going on?
Oh. Russian. This Dorvis train is Russian.
Give me a second.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to break the game.
No, it's not that. I'm
Rolling initiative for his swarm. You guys come get.
I'm just rolling initiative for everything at this point.
I'm just like, oh, let's just ease out. Use some goblins.
Okay, finish.
Make my collection big again. Yes, sir. Oh, yes! Yes! So, to continue my rush, right? Like, if I roll strength check, curiosity, can I bulldoze, like make my rush more like a charge and bulldoze through the first one? If not, that's fine. I'll run into him and trip fall, however you want me to do. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll let you do it.
Cool. So bulldozing him. How do you want me to roll for that? Just strength check or?
Yeah, just give me a strength check.
All right, cool. Ooh, I mean, they are goblins, but I don't think that worked out as well as I wanted it to.
You succeed.
Oh, yes, yes.
What
Okay.
a lucky dwarf.
I know, right? Like just okay, so due to the way that I'm rushing and charging in, I want to beat him with the pommel of my greatsword.
Okay.
So that way I could slash the second one. So I know that damage is a little different, and I don't want to supersede my bounds. So what would you like me to roll for that?
Yeah, because you have a great sword.
Yeah.
It would be bludgeoning. It definitely wouldn't be slashing, of course, because
Yeah.
the pommel. I would believe that most of the damage would still follow through with it, but obviously not as much because you're hitting with the blunt end of it as opposed to the sharpness. So, why don't you go on ahead and do an attack on the other goblin, and you'll
Okay.
just do half of whatever damage you do to that to
Okay.
the other one.
So we're just gonna. Oh god. I'm sorry. I'm walking away. Thank you guys for watching.
Doesn't matter how many goblins apparently I throw at them. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Negotiations are over. Finish.
So I think it's this.
I will back you up.
So because it's a crit, I think it's. Does it give me twice?
You roll
Yeah,
an
what-
extra dice for the attack's damage against the target. So you roll all of the attack's damage twice and add them together. You don't get the modifier twice.
No. Oh, it threw it for me, so we're all good.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if it was going to or not.
So, which one are you hitting? Can you show me, click, hold something so I know which one?
Okay, so that one right there, right in front of me,
Is sword?
is sword.
Okay.
Now
That one-
obviously with the
Go ahead.
pommel on the first one as I'm charging through, right?
Mhm.
So I'm doing 10 damage to the first one with the pommel, and then coming
then-
down with my sword that's right in
Oh.
front of me on the yellow archer right in front of me here.
Okay, yep. The sword's there. The pommel's on the goblin underneath you.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you like to describe this? I will
Oh.
let you describe the brutality that you just unleashed.
Okay. So here it goes.
I want to view this. I gotta get up.
Very furious that he has now been drenched twice with great amount of water. Survived it, breathing, just running in. Charge, swings up with the first one he sees in front of him and clips the face, basically smashes it in his face with the pommel. Bam! Going for the next one with the longest reach of his greatsword and just slicing right through him. Bow and all sliced in half, if you'll allow it.
Yes. Yes. So this first one obliterated. The second one knocked unconscious. Just absolutely just gone. However, I do feel like at this point I need to ask you to roll a perception check.
Of course, I will roll whatever you need now because I'm expecting a 1. Oh.
You can tell that the goblin that you hit was no more than maybe a year or two old.
Oh.
Murdering children over here. Wow.
No, he wasn't a year or two old. I just had to do something to make you feel as bad as I feel right now.
No, and
Let's say
goblin
this
1 years
up
are
hard.
different than
Yeah.
goblin 1 years are different than human 1 years.
Yeah. So that one's gone. This goblin friend here, after seeing what just happened, scurries off into the distance. When it is your turn, Kalindra, I will have you roll a perception check for that.
Okay.
It is now your turn, so if you can roll a perception check.
Okay, let's go.
You can hear the footsteps of a goblin above you on the bridge traveling from east to west.
Okay.
So that's it. You also hear screams. That's just, you hear screams, goblin screams. I would do it, but my voice would never be the same.
I want to move up to my party members up there.
Okay? You got 30 feet, I believe.
Okay. Let's go. See, how do I show 30 feet? Here we go. So I can make it. Let's see, there's 10.
You can use Q, by the way, to set little
25.
checkpoints along the way. Yeah.
Okay. So I can gonna come up right there.
Yep.
Okay. And
Finish. I'm gonna actually move you up one. I would assume in the amount of movement that you kind of did some step. That way she can land here.
Sounds good to me.
okay. So I didn't get to see what happened in there.
By the time
But I see one of them smashed to pieces and the other one just laying there.
you find a goblin smoothie underneath Finish, and you find one knocked out against the wall.
Nice.
Juicy.
Pureed goblin, if you will.
So I'm relieved that the little tiny frantic scream wasn't any of my party members. So I'm just here to
The flex.
let's see. I
Just the
can't
flex.
reach anyone else, so I ran up there and I'm just relieved. That's all. and quite amused at this dwarf. So that's I don't think I can. I don't have any ranged weapons, so I'm just kind of gonna end my turn there.
Well, finish. What's gonna happen now?
Oh, I'm about to get swept away is what's about to happen. Okay.
Wait, by the water?
Well, it's either the water or this tide of goblins, one of the two. I've already used up my 2 20s.
Seeing what happened to their friend, all 5 of these goblins. Well, I say all 5. 4 of these goblins, which you can kind of only see part of them, so we'll give you access here. They're not too fond of you, I think would be putting it lightly.
You think?
You receive a scimitar swing from this one in front of you.
Okay. AC 16.
Mm-hmm. You receive a scimitar swing from him. 2 arrows whistle past your ear.
Oh.
And clunk before they fall down into the cave wall. And another goblin, ignore the barrel, rushes up to you and clinks you with a scimitar. You take 5 damage total.
Okay.
Don't kill my goblins. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. Wait till my second wind.
And apparently Bruce and Atreyu did not get initiatives. So if you guys want to go on ahead and roll for initiative, I'll add you here, but you guys do get a movement.
Perfect.
Do I not get my movement in that situation, or
Did you not get? Where did yours go? Can you go on ahead and roll yours as well? That was weird.
I rolled a 10 earlier, and it was there, but I think there's a cap on the turn order list.
Okay. Let me go on ahead and this one we don't need anymore. Go on ahead and roll yours again.
Good job, Bruce.
Ambrose.
Good job.
Okay.
Atreyu showed up. Okay.
Yeah, it's kicking goblins off now.
That's fine. They will get extras. Let me go on ahead and give you a turn and give you 10 here. And then we'll descend again. Okay, so Ambrose, go on ahead and get your turn. I don't know why that dropped you off.
Right, because I should have went after
Mhm.
the 2 arrows and the scimitar slashing one.
Yep. So I'm giving you your turn now.
Okay. I say to finish. I guess there's no room for negotiations anymore after you slaughter them. I need to help you now. So, the first thing I do is I run up to guard him
Mhm.
by attacking the scimitar wielding goblin.
Okay.
And I do it with a lunging attack to strike right at his torso, the biggest part of its body.
Okay.
So let me move my character. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing.
I was gonna say you probably want to move here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like on, or whichever one I'm attacking. The scimitar one.
They both
are
these two are both
scimitars.
scimitars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, ignore. I try to pick different colored goblins to try to help, but I only get so many goblin tokens.
And I attack him with a lunging attack.
You
I'm
hit.
rolling. I definitely hit. Awesome.
Roll damage.
It's not my best move, but I strike the goblin straight in the heart.
Your sword exits on the other side, heart pierced.
There you go. Good job.
You are able to use your great weapon.
Yes, since I have slayed a goblin, I get to use my great weapon mastery.
Mm-hmm.
And let me go ahead and try to click that here.
Yep. So because you felled the goblin, yep.
Way to fell him.
That's actually with the -5 mod, so you are choosing to take deal an extra 10 damage. which obliterates that goblin.
Nice.
So after I lunged it, I do a pulling out move. I do a 180 spin, and then I go for the throat of the next one. Just
You don't only hit the throat, you cleave the whole head off. The body falls, the head falls right on the ground.
that's how you
Grinning.
do it. Finish. That's the 2-hit combo that you should have been doing.
Bruce,
We'll
Atreyu,
see. Young chap, we'll see.
at this point, you both have heard numerous screams. None from your party members.
Always glad to know.
Always glad to know, but definitely you've heard blood curling screams. What are you guys doing?
Well, first we gotta catch up, I feel like. So I'm
Then get
gonna
water.
move over here.
There you go.
So that I am then right here, which is max.
Yeah, get in here.
I'm coming. Y'all left me behind.
Can't leave my
Okay.
dwarf buddy.
That burns both my.
I was late to get into this room too.
That ends my turn while I round the corner, seeing, I assume, blood and guts just splattered all over everything.
Yeah, blood and guts are everywhere. Atreyu, I did not fully hear. It sounded like you were kind of far away. But you are, I'm assuming, moved up now. I see that you're there.
So
Okay.
my movement action as well as my action to move.
Okay. Okay. We are now back up at the top of the turn order. I believe I have enough goblins marked. Yep. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. Okay. Finish. Yes, I can tell. Yep. Yep, you definitely did. You are behind cover.
Okay. So let's see here. I want to. Yeah, no, I got myself. Let's see here. 5-foot step
Mm-hmm.
and just go for it again. Oh,
Unfortunately, you are
No.
not able to repeat the same brutal swing.
maybe I'm
That
just
you
a little
did.
winded. Little winded.
Yeah, just a little winded. Just a little winded. Bruce,
Yes.
now at the top. It is your turn.
Hey, look at that. I get a piece of the action. All right. You guys saved some for me, right?
Just one.
Even-
Just
can I
one.
even
It's got
fit
your name
past
on it.
you all?
He ran
Guys,
away.
Got a traffic jam going on over here. Let's see here. 15. Come over here, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that looks good. Alrighty. Finally having joined the party.
These goblins and their water traps.
This random guy that you guys have never seen before just shows up in the game.
Water slide was fun and all, but time
Looking
to
fresh, like he just took a shower. Okay.
There you are, Bruce.
We thought you died. Okay.
it's a fashionably late entrance. Fashionably late. I step up, eager to assist my allies, late though I am, and look for one of the remaining goblins, get as close as I can, and you know what? Maces are boring. Let's use some magic.
Oh,
This is the first time
Magic.
we're seeing magic.
Yeah. I don't think we've seen any magic yet. I'm gonna
we
cast
haven't.
Sacred Flame.
Of course you are.
I do believe Kalindra brightened her bracer.
No. That was Bruce.
Oh.
Bruce's
Not
healing.
me.
That's the second magic.
All I healed up a bit.
Oh, that's true. I did use light earlier.
You did
Yeah.
use light. Okay. So now you're
So-
making me do rolls.
I am making you do rolls. A dex saving throw, you gotta beat. Let's see here. What was my spell save DC? 13.
I hate all of you. Um. Okay. No, I don't hate all of you. All right, he failed it. What happens?
1d8 radiant damage. 3.
Which one are you hitting? The one in front?
Yeah, with the one in the front.
Okay. He takes 3 radiant damage. You can hear some words coming out that Finnish you are able to translate into not necessarily something you'd repeat in front of your grandmother.
Got it. Thank you. Ugh,
Elindra!
Those bugbears.
Those bugbears.
Yes, I'm gonna join in this action.
Yes, you get a chance.
Okay, I guess the goblin closest to me is what I'm going for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, is there enough room by Bruce to step up there and attack
Yeah.
the same goblin?
Yeah. Yeah, you can stand there.
Right on the rock.
Wait, that is a goblin, right? So I can kind of like come right here. So
Yep,
I've got
you
my
can stand
shield
there.
like in front of me to maybe kind of
Mhm.
block any arrows, and I'm just gonna turn to this guy, and I'm just gonna like hack at him with my sword.
Okay, let's see a roll.
Okay, let's do that. Let's see if I hit him or not. What do I
Unfortunately,
get?
you hit him.
Oh, good. All
How
right.
unfortunate.
How unfortunate.
For shit.
Yeah,
We're supposed to
unlucky.
save.
Yay, I got some!
Okay,
Alright.
roll damage.
Oh, that was my longsword.
Yep.
Yep.
So roll damage. Click the longsword in the chat so we can see what your damage dealt is.
Okay.
And are you attacking the same one or the red one?
The same one. Oh.
This is the face of a sad DM. Because
Well,
once again, I lost another goblin. I set him up for you guys to knock him down. Okay. Yes.
so
Your
as I
sword-
draw my sword out of him, I just kind of like push him over. He just falls.
He lands on top of the rest of the pile. Uh, bunch of murder hobos. Okay, Atreyu, let's see what you're doing.
Remove myself covered here.
Okay?
And then I'm going to run around this corner here next to Ambrose, and I'm going to aim that bow down that way. Do I see anybody as I
Down which way? Use the arrows to show me. You can't really see anything. This rock is obviously kind of tall, kind of high. You're not able to see anything down it. But when you come up there, you do notice one goblin standing on the edge there. No, he's just kind of out in the open.
and I shot back. It's my last shot. If I miss, it's rapier the rest of the way.
Now you put me in a tough spot. You hit. And go ahead and hit damage for me. There we go.
There we go.
And where were you aiming with this shot? You hear a loud kathunk as the goblin falls over.
I got one.
It seems that you're a better swordsman than a bowmaster, old Atreyu.
Well, he shot with his longbow there.
Oh, you did?
No,
Oh,
Yeah, that was
oh,
an
I
A
read
arrow.
little
it
bit of
wrong.
distance there,
Oh,
Ambrose.
no, I'm sorry. It says Kalindra longsword. My bad.
Yep, that's okay.
Oh, it seems
Ambrose,
you're getting better, Atreyu.
Ambrose, one goblin left. You can do it.
All right, finish. I'm not going to take out that goblin. Instead, I'm going to decapitate the one that you knocked out behind us. We don't want any shenanigans going on while we're focused. Our
Good
attention's
call.
ahead.
Good call.
Since it's a knocked out target, I am assuming that I can't possibly miss, and I'm going to decapitate this goblin.
Which goblin?
The one that finished knocked out with his heroic charge move at the beginning of this
Oh, yeah.
confrontation.
Yeah, that thing is gone anyway. He hit that thing so hard, it is just dead.
Oh, you said knocked out.
Yeah, it's beyond
Oh,
knocked
you mean
out.
like KO'd, like in dead, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
like
I took
it.
it as like
Yeah.
I took it as
No,
knocked
like
out
like
unconscious.
his pommel just went right. Like he swung with such virility that what was supposed to be a simple knockout caved in his skull. But we weren't going to talk about that because that was, that was a little too much.
Okay, so instead, seeing that it's a goblin smoothie, as one would see, everyone else
Mhm.
has. I use my character. Ambrose decides that we don't need 5 people to take on one last goblin. So Ambrose is going to go see what the whole the whole deal is with the bridge and why a goblin scurried that direction to go
Okay.
see ahead. So,
Sure.
Good plan.
As you're coming up behind me, I let you know I don't see anything on the bridge. So you have safe passage.
Thanks for the tip, old man. But I think I'll take it from here.
God damn.
Wow.
We're
Okay.
just bragging on him right now.
I would like to do a perception check to see if I can see anything across the bridge before I attempt to cross it.
I will let you do that.
Perception.
I'm gonna say, woo! I'm so excited that these goblins are dying. Like this is gonna send a message.
You can
to those
tell that
leaders.
at least one goblin has gone this route, gone back over the bridge.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I try it. There seems to be just one goblin running away, fleeing the scene. I yell back to you, of course. You're quite some far behind me.
I have this goblin who has
Yeah, you do.
seen its friends. I do. I have this one. This one's gonna live. I'm gonna do whatever I can. He bends over and powers up and goes Super Saiyan 3. Y'all are done. No, he shreds off his goblin form, becomes a mind flayer. I'm not doing that either. This goblin turns and tries to run. Kalindra, you get an opportunity attack on him, which means it's just a regular attack roll.
Come on, Kalindra. You can do it. Kalindra.
Oh, that's a damage roll.
Wrong one.
Okay,
Need an
a
attack
regular
roll.
attack.
Mhm.
So if I'm attacking, it would just be like with what?
Same as
Specifically.
when you regularly attack.
So you click the name of Longsword on your character sheet.
Yes. Oh, the other one was damage. So this is
Yeah.
to see if it like hits. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. That's what I did. Did you guys see it?
Yep.
Yes.
It is a 12.
Okay.
Unfortunately, your swing misses.
Okay.
However, he is moving away in fear and in dodging your hit that he does not get very far. Finish.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Hang on one second. I just gotta get this ruler here. 1, 2. Oh yeah. Okay. Straight shot. There we go. Okay. That's
Little things are hard at.
sometimes. Okay.
Well, you're just so tall. You're so much bigger than they are.
I
Yeah.
know. Swinging low.
Swing low.
You
Swing.
hit.
Hey, I'm not
Nice.
that tall, by the way. Just kind of average human size.
Half orc size, right?
No. Yeah. No.
What's
Maybe like a quarter orc.
Tim
like,
do?
As the sword swings through the goblin, The goblin turns back to you and mumbles some things as he disappears. And all that you heard is strike down stronger, you believe,
Take down
and
stronger,
dies.
you believe.
It was an Obi-Wan reference. I can't let my last goblin die.
No, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
good. Guys, we're in for trouble. We are in trouble.
Right.
All right.
Send them all.
All right. You have successfully killed
Weird.
those goblins in that area.
There's one more. Ambrose is chasing.
He is chasing it. Maybe.
Maybe. Uh-oh.
Ambrose,
Ambrose, be careful.
party. What are we doing?
Um, you
Oh.
approach his rear.
Old man, you wish to accompany me on this short endeavor? Well, you did finally get another kill with that bow of yours. Maybe there is some hope for you yet.
Be careful. It's quite dark up there.
Can
I-
I perceive anything worthy of our, like... Oh, you know what? No. I need to investigate to see where most of the drag marks have been. Oh. Has the water wiped out all the drag marks? Like, do I know where we're going?
Okay. Give me a minute. You can tell that there were drag marks that came up, but where you currently are, they have gone. So you obviously can tell that they went westward.
Okay. So,
As in the direction that Ambrose and Atreyu have gone.
okay. Cool.
I would like to move to follow them to the west.
Sure.
May I also roll perception check to make sure there's nothing like any other craziness going on over here for these dam traps, so to speak?
Yes, you can tell that nothing else has gone on with your roll.
Okay, cool.
The water is now kind of trickling through. Whatever they had blocked up is not a threat anymore.
Is there a way to reset the dam?
With a lot of buckets and a lot of time.
Okay, so like I can't crank a lever or something to
No.
raise them? Okay, got it. Thank you.
I want to check the bridge for stability to make sure it can handle our weight.
Sure.
If we have to cross one at a time, or if we
Mhm.
don't have to do that.
Go ahead and give me an investigation.
Investigation.
Oh,
That's the sturdiest bridge you've ever seen. You think that bridge is the best bridge you've ever seen. By and large.
It seems as though that this bridge is made for even caravans to walk through here. I believe it is safe to cross. Let's
Someone save him.
go. Let's go, Atreyu.
I'm walking up there to help these guys see.
Right. I'm gonna go till I can't see. It's dark as shit. So I'm actually gonna wait for one of our.
Yeah, hold up, guys.
Right, you have a torch. Right, let's.
We
Just
should
me
stay
and you.
together.
Let's cross the bridge 2 at a time, just in case.
So just before leaving this room, I collect all my ears that are not puree,
Okay?
and I make it back up here.
You definitely earned them.
Hey,
Looks like
you
we're
know,
going across.
You got to earn them some way.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, it was terrible.
Then after crossing the bridge, can I do the bonus action for a perception check?
Sure.
Using Atreyu's torch as the dim light.
Mhm.
With him and also going to.
Okay. Let me see.
Get off the bridge so I can follow behind you.
Hey, no, right? Jesus.
And what all did you guys want to know?
I want to. Footprints. Yes.
You can count one implantation marking of a dragged body, and you can count numerous trails. There is one set of trails that is definitely fresher than the others. As in the goblin that just ran through this way.
Ran.
Yeah.
Treyu, it seems as though that these footprints are fresh from the goblin that we had seen earlier, and these other footprints are old. I dare say we should actually push through.
I think we need Lithra to lead the way on this one with that vision.
Just as long as there's no more water.
Yeah, there's no more water. I checked. I investigated.
You guys are on the bridge now. You don't have to worry about the water.
Right, we're 20 feet above this water. I think
don't
it's safe to
fall
say there's
off.
no water up here. Don't.
Hold on, I'm making a note. Water traps in the future. Okay, got it. Traumatized.
DM, please.
Yes.
All right, so as I kind of watch the team go over the bridge, I take a look to the back just to make sure there's nothing else coming up behind us. I'm not really sure I see anything, but
No tricks up these sleeves.
oh, good. Whew. I thought I was done for.
No,
I will be
nothing
when
is
I go
following
across
up.
the bridge.
Yep, nothing's
Bridge
following
breaks
up
under my
behind
weight.
you. Yeah. Nope, everything's good so far.
Okay, Okay, I'm taking my first step onto the bridge.
Okay.
I'm actually scared because I feel like I'm a fat dwarf.
No, you're good. Just let me
Okay.
know when you're halfway over.
Yeah, I'm about halfway now.
Okay.
As I
Let me know
inch
when
my
you're
way
almost.
across.
Yeah, let me know when you're almost to the end.
Yeah, after the strength you did earlier. It's like, oh god.
I'm
Little
inching my way
caution.
across this bridge here. My flaw, seeing how tall I am.
Yeah, no, you're good. You make it all the way across. Barely though, barely.
I'm leaning against the wall, just like, oh god.
You drop to all fours and start dry heaving because
Yeah.
you're just.
Oh.
All right, everyone's made it across the bridge. Where are we going?
Hi, Kalindra. What do your eyes see?
What else I see?
I see with my magical eyes. I don't know. Should I make a? Do I need to make a check?
No,
Let's make a. Oh, we're just gonna go.
We
It's
told
going.
you that there was.
Yeah, you're
the
good.
We're going. We
You're
are
going.
going around this bend, guys.
I'd like to
road is turning.
request that we save that roll for later. Can we, Dio? Can we save
roll
that roll for
them
later for
when
her?
I don't need them.
I know.
No, her perception allows you guys to perceive that you guys are in a cave filled with goblins.
Ooh, okay. Very, very
I'm
good.
gonna write that down. We don't want to forget that.
Yeah, don't want to forget that.
Maybe I perceived a bat or something. I was like, guys, there's a bat.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the road, the path is turning ahead of us. So maybe we're all just kind of
Yeah,
going
why don't
along.
you guys get on up here?
Yeah.
Okay, we're up here.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Of course.
By the way, Finish is taking up the back here due to the fact that he's still
Scared of
drive
heights.
heaving. He's still
Yeah.
dry heaving.
Yeah.
Trying to catch his
Maybe
breath.
you realize that you can almost use the handrails on the bridge.
There were no handrails. It was just wood. It was like wood in a row.
It was the
That's
sturdiest
right.
bridge we have ever seen.
With his
20 feet in
natural
the
one.
air.
Yeah.
Hey guys, the path is split up here. It's like
Atreyu, you can notice that right here is the top part of that little slant that you had seen earlier.
Off to your left side there, Calindra. That looks like the top end of that I scouted earlier for.
You sure you can see that?
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, I've got
Oh, you're
Okay.
right. It does seem like a steep way down.
And then Kalindra, I want you to step here.
would not
I wouldn't do that right now. He requested, don't do it.
When you step up, I want you to roll a perception check for me.
Okay. We're in position. Let's
You
see
are
what
in
we can do
position.
this time.
She has assumed the position.
It's fine because I'm using the 20 anyway. Looking ahead of you, looking in front of you, you can tell that the large cave is divided in half. Once I reveal it for you, is divided in half by a 10-foot high escarpment. A steep natural staircase leads from the lower portion to the upper ridge. The air is hazy with the smoke of a cooking fire, and pungent with the smell of poorly cured hides and unwashed goblins. Off in the distance, at the very edge, you can make out the figure of none other than Sildar Hallwinter.
He lives.
Who the
He's
And
hell
with
is
alive.
that?
being said, I figure now is a wonderful time for us to end session 1.
Yeah.
We made it!
No cliffhanger.
Right there. I do want to take a minute, real quick, from the bottom of all of our hearts. For those of you guys that did tune in to session 1, thank you guys. We really do appreciate you for coming out here. We are going to end here on a little bit of a cliffhanger. We hit right about that 3-hour mark that we were looking to hit. Our next session, if you want to see actually what happens, how well our party can, try to save Sildar and maybe not kill as many of my goblin friends, is going to be on May 23rd, which is not this Sunday, but a week from this Sunday. And we're going to do it from 7:30 to 10:30 p.m. CST.